McPherson. Mac, something awful's happened. Hulot is dead. He's been murdered.
My God, Berenice. Why him? Why Hulot? When did this happen? And you, baby, are you okay?
The cops discovered his body at sunrise, but he may have been dead for a couple of days. I have no idea. No idea.
It's awful. Hulot was not supposed to die. He could not die. He was the last person to see the whites alive. The police. Did the police tell you how it happened?
I don't know how to describe it. It is so sordid. His head, Mac, his head was cut off. His body was hanging on the front of the car. And his head was sitting on the hood like a figurehead. Worst of all, in his mouth. The police found a coin in his mouth.
Berenice, we have to get to the bottom of this before everyone else dies. Do you know who is heading the inquiry?
Inspector Lebrun, always spotless, the perfect bourgeois. They're putting on an act in an attempt to hoodwink us. In fact, Mac, they haven't got anything to go on. Hulot, you, me, Elouin, for them we're all nobodies. It's up to us to unravel this.
Berenice, Hulot is dead. We have to be careful too. Was it the police who told you? They have a suspect. They're already holding Elouin.
The pigs? They're all the same. The investigation is taking its course, miss. Like hell. Everything I know I got from my contacts.
Hulot dead, and the soul of the Alembic gone with him. We've all lost a great friend, Berenice. Keep your chin up, baby. Don't let them get you down. There's still the Alembic.
Hulot started from nothing. He worked as a construction worker on the metro before becoming a very important patron of the arts. You know, a big shot.
Yes, it's true. A great patron to the artists, and a sponsor to you, to me, to the others. He took me under his wing as soon as I got to Paris. A generous man, even if he never wanted to exhibit me.
Hulot always had a solution for everything. Like he said, every man has at least one quality. There were those he exhibited, and then there were the others. A real little hive of activity behind Hulot. Painters, sculptors, writers, intellectuals. In any case, Mac, nobody in Paris knows anything about art, but they all want a picture on their walls. And they're willing to pay a small fortune.
I feel as bad as you do, Berenice. Anyone who comes to the Alembic will be grieving. The place will be a shrine to him. Everyone who comes in will be reminded of Albert Hulot. So many stories.
You know how much Hulot loved his entourage. Everybody had a chance. The Alembic was his masterpiece. Take this fresco, for example. You know how many artists contributed? Hulot would ask them to paint a bit, sometimes just a brushstroke. Over the years, it became his treasure.
It's true. That fresco is rather special. Did he tell you what it is meant to represent?
He used to sit and stare at the fresco at night. Honestly, Mac, he kept the secrets of his soul.
But Berenice, doing those little favors could have sometimes made crooks out of us. Everyone knew Albert was a fence.
Hulot saw himself as the Robin Hood of the art world. He got money out of the rich for the art of the poor. He may have been a fence, but he had ideas.
Still, I don't think it's very honorable. Copying an original work is like plundering its magic.
Of course, Mac. I worked for Ulu. We all have to live, you know. And sculpture doesn't exactly pay a girl's rent.
You say you've copied works of art for Hulot? Has he commissioned any work recently?
Strangely enough, yes. The day you came to the Olympic, the first time, I gave him a copy of a grotesque bust.
My God. Berenice, the bust. The bust you sculpted for Hulot. Did it look like what you see in the sketch?
It is exactly the same. Ulu asked me to make a copy. I gave it to him the night you came. Mac, I'm scared. What's going on?
It's awful. I have to find this head before there are any more deaths. Even your life is at risk, Berenice. The killer is after this head. Don't you see, baby? I have to find out how Hulot got his hands on this accursed object.
I have no idea who gave the head to Hulot. I made a copy, that's all.
I'm not sure I've grasped the magnitude of this business. One thing's for sure. You are not safe, Berenice. Be careful. I'll do everything in my power to put a stop to these crimes. Everything.
Find the killer for me, Mac. I will manage on my own.
Hulot, what was the secret you had hidden right under our noses all the time?
You are the detective, are you not?
Of all the strange things that my investigation has thrown up, Mrs. Loiseau, there's nothing more mysterious than this object that everyone calls the head of Baphomet. What do you know about it?
Throughout the ages, this relic has been the subject of so many rumors and aroused so much greed that many have doubted its existence.
Some seem to think that this object possesses magic powers, another illusion dreamed up by fans of esotericism.
The church also has its relics, Mr. Macpherson. Instead of magic, they talk of miracles. What is important is the faith that believers attach to the object of worship. Nothing else.
How can a psychoanalyst like Dr. Kaufner believe that the head of Baphomet holds some kind of power?
Dr. Kaufner has become the mirror of the Halopin's soul. They are so alike, we no longer know which one is pulling the strings. He has lost both his will and reason.
Do you believe that, Mrs. Loiseau? Do you share Grégoire d'Alpin's views?
De Halopin firmly believes that the Baphomet confers eternal life, Mr. Macpherson.
And d'Alpin managed to spread this myth by surrounding himself with loyal supporters who share his beliefs.
The head of Baphomet has belonged to Grégoire de Halopin for a long time. It is the symbol of his power over the Brotherhood. It is his only reason for living.
So in losing Baphomet, d'Alpin has lost his head, in a manner of speaking.
Yes, to believe so strongly in a power that it controls your life.
D'Alpin is dead. The myth of Baphomet is absurd. There is no such thing as immortality.
What is immortality? What is eternal life? Only Philistines talk about it. Those who do know, do not talk.